Alright, this is just going to be kind of a quick tips and tricks video for the werewolf. Just getting into it. Here's your skill bar. Of course, this is going to go up quite a bit once you are transformed. This is the one I use, Feral Pounce. It increases your duration of being a werewolf. Hursine's Rage. This gives you Huntsman's Blessing, healing you for 49% of your max health, and granting you major brutality, increasing your weapon damage by 20% for 20 seconds. Now, this is your CC, Deafening Roar, and you can terrify up to 6 enemies, fearing them for 3.3 seconds and imparting major fracture to them, reducing their physical resistance. So this is a really good thing to start at the beginning of a fight. You'll do a lot more damage to them while their physical resistance is lower. Howl of Agony. This actually on me goes up to about 16,000. And it deals 30% more damage to the enemies that are feared. And these are the Claws of Life. This will give you disease damage, and it'll actually heal you for a certain amount of disease damage done. So this is a good thing to keep on your enemies. And of course, I'm going with Werewolf Berserker. Now, this is one that I felt has done the most damage and that sort of thing. A really good skill to have. I've just kept it that way. There is another morph to this, where you get a few dire wolves, and they are good in the sense that they kind of keep the distraction up during a fight. But anyway, when you're attacking someone, this is your damage over time that lasts the longest. So typically you want to give them a swipe of Claws of Life, and then you want to weave your light attacks. Your light attacks are going to give them a pretty significant bleed over time. You can actually light attack enemies to death pretty much. This goes on me. This goes up to about 18,000. You can use the light attacks, and that'll keep going for about 4 seconds. So typically, if you start out, you want to hit them with Claws of Life first. Then you want to do some light attacks. Keep the light attacks going. It lasts over 4 seconds, so keep a light attack going, and then you use Howl of Agony. Ideally, you'd want to fear them first, and if they're feared, they're going to take more damage from this. But ideally, you want to use Howl of Agony on them. The whole time this is working in the background, and this is working in the back. For your light attacks are working in the background. This is working in the background. These are pretty significant numbers, so that's where you want it to be. Of course, you've got Hursine's Rage. This is very good to have. It increases your weapon damage, and of course it heals you for 49% of your max health, which is a really nice deal. Now my max health isn't that much, but if you did really just want to go for a straight werewolf bleed, getting a pretty good max health would really help you out quite a bit. But this is more of a DPS build, so this is what I'm using werewolf on. As far as potions that you would use with this. You already get major brutality. Of course, this is a good potion to have, and it works well, but I think for a werewolf, this is probably your ideal potion. It gives you critical, and since you got major savagery already, this actually gives you being immune to knockback and disabling effects. So this is really good to have. If you're looking for speed, this is a really good speed potion, as well as this. This is probably a little bit better as it gives you more because you already have major brutality, so this is probably the one you're going to want to get. Very good potion. This is also good in the sense that it gives you stats clear across the board. Now this is a crown sword potion, but you know you can make these. Basically, let's see here. It's basically the same as the ones you make, but of course, you know, get these from the crown sword rather than, you know, throw them away to destroy them or whatever. You may as well use them. You know, they're not bad to have. It will increase your survivability and your magicka and that sort of thing. So anyway, just kind of keep that in mind. Essence of invisibility. This is for the times you need to vanish. I found this to be a really good potion to have at certain times. Whenever I'm in Imperial City or in Cyrodiil or something like that, I've got a Zerg after me, and it's obviously I'm not going to fight 20 guys and win. Well, not usually anyway. So you know, I pop one of these and kind of exit stage left, and there I go. But anyway, this just gives you some ideas.
I refuse to believe it.
So there you have it. Now, when you're transforming, it's a good idea to have all your buffs up already, because you won't have them on your bar once you transform, but they will carry over.
I sense your presence. Engage me if you wish, but know this: I'll never be defeated.
Yeah, you can kind of see what I'm doing. These mobs aren't terribly difficult or anything. I don't think I have my food up. Let me check something. Okay, I don't. Now, as you can see, a few light attacks, and it's pretty much a done deal. But and this, where you see my cursor going, this is your bottom bar. This tells you how long you have to stay in werewolf form. as you can see, our resistance was pretty high. I was basically able to kind of sort of tank that guy. My physical and spell resistance are pretty high when I'm in WereWolf form. That stacks on top of your build, which is which this particular build has a pretty high number anyway. But anyway, there you have it. When you're getting into groups, or you're fighting a number of people, unless you're fighting a really good group that is very strong and that sort of thing, and well organized, you're probably going to kill everybody. I've been playing around with this just in Imperial City for the last few days and that sort of thing, and it doesn't make you invincible, but it will when you transform. It really increases your ability to knock those guys out. They have a really tough time getting past your light attacks and your Howl of Agony. So anyway, I guess that's about it. I can't think of anything else. It's a really good thing to have for a stamina character. If you have a stamina character, you're probably going to want to keep this handy, or at least have the werewolf abilities filled out and everything like that, because it really does allow you to do a lot of damage and that sort of thing. So just remember, Clouds of Life, of course your light attacks, and then use Howl of Agony. If you can get them feared first, this will really help you out a lot as well. And this deals 30% more damage to feared enemies. So just kind of keep that in mind with the light attacks, Clouds of Life, and this. You're pretty much gonna break anybody down. At least that's been the case when I've been out there. So anyway, I hope you guys have enjoyed this, and maybe this will give you some ideas. And I'll see you guys out there. Take care.